This morning we are going to work glutes and quads, leg day. We're going to go into Virasana today for our meditation portion. If Virasana doesn't work for you, then just go ahead and pick whichever seat does. So if you're taking the Virasana option and you have a block or a blanket that you could fold up and make look like a block, you can do that. Come onto your shins. And then you're going to hug the block with your ankle bones. You're going to squeeze in. And then for added oomph, if you have a strap, make a kind of a big loop in your strap to start. Sit back and you're going to take that strap all the way back to the front of your ankle. And then you'll tighten the strap up if you have it. If you don't, no worries. You're going to have to do a little bit more manual work. Okay, so this is just going to hug me in here. So this is just kind of keeping everything in place. It's keeping my ankles hugged into the block. Right now, if you don't have a strap, then you're manually just pulling everything in. So you're hugging the block with your ankle bones, you're squeezing the inner thighs together, and then push down your shins into the mat. Take your hands into your lap and then sit up nice and tall. Now notice if you're feeling like your pelvis is pitched forward, I want you to get your sits bones nicely planted on your block and draw the belly in. So you're holding yourself here, keeping ear over shoulder over hips, right? Heart over the hips. And whatever seat you choose, make sure you're just sitting up nice and tall, and it's like the most powerful version of the seat that you can create. All right, hands in lap. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale through the mouth. Make it forceful and long. So we'll take that nice long deep breath in through the nose. Long, forceful exhale. Two more like that. Inhale. Exhale. Draw the belly in as you exhale to help you. Inhale. Exhale. And then just bring your breath in and out of your nose. Making sure that you're always sitting up tall and keeping your heart over your hips. And your sits bones are planted. Right? And they're nice and even. Just keep your awareness and your consciousness on your breath. And then shift your awareness to the tops of your feet. And push the tops of your feet down into your mat as you squeeze the block with your ankle bones. And notice if you've disintegrated from that a little bit, right? That awareness of pressing your ankle bones into the block. Repress your shins down into your mat. And then squeeze your upper leg muscles in towards the femur bone. So you should feel yourself sit up a little bit more, and there's more substance to the lower half of your body. Now draw your belly button in and up. Again, sit back a little bit further on your sits bones. And now as you exhale, draw that belly button in, and then squeeze your lower ribs in, so you're creating a corset. You're holding your whole rib cage in, and then lengthen up your spine as you inhale, keeping all of this activity in the core. Lift the crown of your head towards the ceiling. Exhale, squeeze your shoulder blades in towards your spine, so you're broadening through the chest. Notice if you're scrunching up your facial muscles and allow them to relax. Keep all the activity in the legs and the core and the lifting of your spine. Activity in the shoulder blades, squeezing them in. But your face, your jaw, your throat is relaxed. And now as you inhale, feel your breath go all the way down to your toes, through your fingertips, filling up your entire body. And exhale it all out, from the toes, from the fingertips, from the top of your head. 3 more like that. Inhale. Exhale, keep all the muscular activity in your legs and your core and lifting your shoulders as you fill up. One more breath here. Let go of that activity. Blink open your eyes. You're going to gaze just down at the floor. If you have that strap, release that. And then as you inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Do that one more time. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Okay, now press down into your shins. Draw the belly in and up. Now as you inhale, press into your shins, lift up, so you're coming onto the shins, and then exhale, lower back down. Now here, we're trying to keep our spine nice and straight. Inhale, coming up, so you're gonna go up like an elevator, down like an elevator. We're trying to avoid this happening as you come forward, right? No swooping up or swooping down. We're gonna go straight up and down. You've got to use the power of your legs. And when you lift, squeeze your leg muscles, squeeze your inner thigh kind of back, and then squeeze the glutes. Come down. Slow down the movement, especially coming down. That's where you're gonna create a lot of change in your muscles. All right, let's wait a second, right? Squeeze back into your block. Reset yourself, right? Sitting up tall, coming back into that powerful position where we're lengthening the spine and shoulders are squeezing in. Inhale, come up, push into your shins. Now internally rotate the thighs, squeeze the glutes. Come back down, keep that internal rotation happening. Good, inhale, come up, and then take it back down. Let's do 4 more. Inhale. It was a surprise to me, I thought I was gonna do 3, but no, 4. 2, press up, squeeze the glutes, inner thighs, pull in, belly in. Good, down, press into the glutes, internal rotation of the thighs, squeeze the glutes. Keep those glutes squeezing as you come back down. I think that was 3. Inhale, press up, internally rotate the thighs, squeeze the glutes, lift the spine, and then exhale, take it down. All right, let's come off of our block onto your hands and knees. Let's stretch out our legs a little bit. Take your right foot back behind you, so you're just pushing your toes down into your mat. Push your heel to the back of your room. And breathe. Good, now take it down. Let's go to the other side. Left foot back. Push your toes down into your mat. Press your heel back. And then draw your belly in. Good, one more inhale here. Exhale. And then take it down. Now take your right foot back behind you. Now heel is lifted here, and keep your heel in line with your hip. And here we're just going to bend the knee and straighten. Bend the knee and straighten. So I want you to squeeze your right glutes, right, your tush, as you bring the heel in. And try to keep your thigh parallel to the floor. Got 5 more. 5, 4, you gotta keep your core engaged, so pull your belly in. 3, 2, and 1. Take it down. And just sit back on your heels a little bit. Just a little stretch of the glutes. Not a big one. Not going into full child's pose. Come back up. Take the other leg back. So left leg back, heel in line with your hip. Make sure the core is engaged as we move here. And then bend your left knee. Try to kick your tush. And then straighten it. Bend the knee, heel to glute. Straighten it. So bend and straighten. Really squeeze your left glute muscles as you pull your heel towards your hips. Good, 5 more. 5, squeeze it. 4, you should feel a stretch of your quads here. 3, 2, and 1 last squeeze, and then take it down. Now let's go to child's pose. Big toes touch, knees wide, bring your forehead down. And let your chest come forward towards the floor a little bit more. And actually take your fingertips and creep your hands and your arms out so your chest follows. Push your hips back and then take your forehead back down. So just creating a little bit more length here through the spine and the side waist. One more breath in. One more breath out. And then come up onto your hands and knees. So we're going to come back here. Now if you need a blanket for support underneath your knees, go ahead and do that. We're just going to do one more exercise. Well, maybe 2. So I don't know. Things keep popping into my head that I think, oh yeah, we should do that. All right, take your right foot back and then bend your knee. So now your heel should be in line with your knee-ish. So take a peek back, see if that's happening. Squeeze your glute muscles. We're going to do some big circles here with our knee. But here I want you to lift your heel up. So you're squeezing the glute. Then turn the knee out. Good. And then take it back. And roll it forward. Knee comes up. Take the knee directly out to the side. And then press your heel up. Good. And then take it forward. Do it again. Forward, out to the side, and then press your heel up, and you're turning your knee down as you make this big circle with the hip. So it's a really slow circle. Knee out to the side, then press your heel up, taking the knee with it. Squeeze your glute. We're going to do 5, so we've got 1 more, right? Good, out to the side, turn the heel up. Good, press the heel towards the ceiling, and then bring it forward. And down, sit back. Good. Come back up. Losing my stuff. All right, I want you to go to the other side now. So take the left foot back. Bend the knee. Squeeze your glutes. Now press your left heel up towards the ceiling. The knee's gonna come out to the side. Keep your foot flexed, and then bring it all the way down. Good, go back. Oh no, let's go the other way. That's how we did it before, right? All right, bring your knee forward, sorry. Then out to the side, right? So you're like a dog here, right? Taking the fire, what do they call this? Fire hydrant pose. And then turn the heel up, and then take it back, and then come forward. Good, knee comes forward, knee out to the side, and start to turn the heel up, and then bring the leg all the way around. Good, out to the side, and start to turn the heel up, bringing the knee with it, coming around. You're still trying to lift the heel towards the ceiling. Good. And then we have one more. Pull it forward, out to the side, and turn the heel up, and then take it down. Ooh, a lot of little cracks in my hips and knee and ankle. Just a short little child's pose. Not very long, just enough to stretch out what we've done. Good, then come up. Now we'll go in the opposite direction for both sides. So take the leg out, bend the knee. Before we did this, I gotta remember what I'm doing here. Come out to the side. So you're turning the knee out, and then take it forward, in, and then back. So push your heel back, and then up towards the ceiling, and then rotate your right knee outward, and then bring it back. Good. So big circle, in opposite direction. Keeping your foot flexed the whole time. So two more. Press the heel back. Keep pressing the heel up as you turn the knee out, and then bring it forward. Good. One more. So we're just trying to get into the full rotation of our hip with consciousness. Good. It's going to help our glutes. Okay. Left leg out. Bend the knee. Now press your heel up. Take your knee out to the side. Keep that foot flexed. And then bring the knee forward and down. And then straight back. Lift up. Turn your knee out. Right? So now the thigh is pretty much parallel to the floor. And then you bring it forward and back. Lift the heel up. Take the knee out to the left. And bring it forward. And down. Two more. Heel lifts. Turn the knee out, then forward. Good, last one. Lift, turn it out, bring it forward. Full child's pose, big toes touch. Knees wide, forehead down. So you should have felt that in your glutes, right? There's some shaking that's gonna happen in your arms because they're holding you up. Also a good exercise for your lower back. All right, you guys. Ready to move on? Inhale, come up. So one more thing. We're getting here into the sides, right? So you can bring your knees together, keep your knees about hip distance apart, whichever feels more powerful for you. I want you to pick your right knee up, so you're just kind of pulling everything in. I'm trying to pull my arm away so you can see. Like a lifting up, flex your foot, and then take your knee out to the side, and then bring it back. Out to the side, bring it back. Now keep pushing into the floor with your hands and draw the belly in. Two more here. So you're nice and supported. And take your leg back out here to the side, and then do 10 pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it in, sit back, just relieve that, and then come up. Okay, so we start by pulling the knee straight up, so you're pulling everything in. So straight up, flex your foot, take the knee out to the side, and back in. Out to the side, really squeeze your outer glute to the side. Lift and squeeze, take it down. Do more. Lift, take it down. lift. Take it down. Now come back out to the side, holding here in the pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Take it down. Child's pose. Child's pose never felt so good. Two more breaths here. And then come up onto your hands and knees, and then we'll transition onto our backs. So coming down here on the back, just a few exercises to continue to strengthen our legs. Take a full body stretch here. Heels press forward, arms reach back. Spread your toes. Exhale, hug your right knee into your chest. So stretch out what we just did. Inhale, full body stretch. Exhale, left knee in. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, right knee in. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, left knee in. And then take a full body stretch here. Exhale, draw your belly in, hug both of your knees in. And then slowly as you inhale, press your heels forward, straightening the legs. Full body stretch. So it's a really slow full body stretch. As you exhale, draw the belly in, flex your feet, hug the knees in. Inhale, slowly press out through the heels, squeeze the leg muscles, full body stretch. Exhale, hug it in. Two more like that. Inhale, stretch it out nice and slow with the legs. Exhale, hug it in. Inhale, stretch nice and slow. Keep your feet together. Exhale, draw it in. Good. Now take your feet on the floor, knees up, and take them wide, and just do a couple windshield wipers back and forth. Letting go of any tension that might have built up. Good tension. And then come back to center. So let's stretch the outer hip before we move on to the next thing. So take the right foot on top of your left thigh and grab behind your left thigh, pull it towards you. So you should feel a nice stretch of your outer right hip. Flex both feet. And then try to be tall in the spine. So squeeze your shoulder blades together and extend the top of your head to the back of the room, taking your spine along with it. Yes, we can do this lying down too. And then go ahead and switch sides. Left foot on top of your right thigh. Grab behind your right thigh, pull it towards you. Flex your feet. So powerful in your legs. Lengthening through the spine, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Let's do 3 more breaths. You should feel this in your outer left hip. And then take it down. So keep your feet on the floor, knees up. And then you'll take your right knee in. Actually, yeah, do that. Take your right knee in. So you're going to hug the right knee and flex your foot. And then take your left leg up towards the ceiling. So here, I want you to pull your left toes down towards your shin and really squeeze your glutes. And not your glutes, I want you to squeeze your hamstrings. Nope. I don't even want you to squeeze your hamstrings, the quadriceps, my goodness. That's the one. All right. Now, as you breathe in, lower your left heel towards the floor. As you exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, and keep the quad squeezing as you lower to help slow it down, and then squeeze the quad to help you lift. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. So here we're using our quadricep in two of the most important ways that it works for us, right? It's a flexor, so it's flexing the leg, pulling it in. That's what we mostly think about it for. But also like the slowing down of the heel towards the floor helps this muscle engage differently. So do this as slow or as fast as you want to. But just really pay attention to slowing your heel down with the use of your quadricep muscles, front of your leg. And powerfully lifting the heel by squeezing the quad muscles, using them to lift, which they do a lot anyway. Okay, let's just do one more. Whew, my legs are shaking already. And then bring your knees in and rock from side to side. You'll thank me later. Okay, grab a hold of your left shin. Keep your foot flexed here and then extend your right leg up. Press your heel up, pull your toes down, squeeze your quadricep muscles. As you inhale, lower, so you're squeezing the quads to help slow down the heel towards the floor. Exhale, lift the leg up by powerfully squeezing the quads. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. So both feet are active here. Just keep lowering and lifting. Using your quads to slow the heel down. All right, let them practice their other function. Our muscles have several functions. They assist other movement. Good. Keep lowering, lifting. Keep your attention on your quadricep muscles on your right leg. Should start to shake soon, if not already. I know mine are, especially on the lowering. Good, let's do 3 more. Feels like that's even. Nice and slow. Good, lift and then bring both of your knees into your chest and rock from side to side. That's some good work, you guys. And then feet to the floor, knees up, take your feet wide, and then go ahead and windshield wiper the knees back and forth again. Letting go of all that. So this windshield wiper I love to do like at any time during class. And if you're feeling like there's things tensing up and you want to loosen them, go ahead and do this. Good. Now, bring your knees together, and then shins are going to be parallel to the floor. Feet are together here too. Make sure you have enough room. Take your arms out to the side. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, hug all of your muscles in and roll your knees over to the left. Inhale, bring the knees up to center. And exhale, roll your knees over to the right. So keep concentrating on your quadriceps and your glutes. We traditionally use this as a core exercise. But as we take our attention to the different muscles that we're working on today, you can see that your core is much more than your abdomen. Keep rolling from side to side. Let's do that one more time, side to side, and then we'll move on. Good, bring your knees in, grab behind your thighs, and just do a rock and roll up and down the length of your spine a couple times. And let's come up. Whew. Good. All right, guys. Oh. There goes all my equipment. So take a drink of water here if you need to. And we're gonna move on. So shift into a downward facing dog from here. Nothing fancy. Planting the hands. Take your chest back towards your thighs. And then bend one knee at a time. And then lean over to that side. Good, then switch. And the other knee, and then lean over to the straight leg side. Just keep doing that. Good, and then come to center. Take a big breath in. Exhale it out. Now squeeze your quadricep muscles and your glutes. Bend your knees. Look forward, hop or step. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. I'm going to do half sun salutations. Inhale, halfway lift. Think about pulling the quadricep muscles up, and the glutes are squeezing to help support the back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Now squeeze the inner thigh muscles in and back. So there's an internal rotation of the thighs happening. And then squeeze the glutes. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Inner thighs squeezing in, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reach up. Bring your hands to your heart center. And we'll stay here for a moment. Just breathe in and out of your nose. Gaze through your fingertips to the floor. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take your right foot back and your right knee down. So we're going to stretch our quads now. But draw the belly in. Keep that internal rotation of the thighs, right, working. And then squeeze your glutes to give support. Arms are going to reach up. And then just work into this. Right? So you might want to take your front foot a little bit more forward. Breathe in. We'll take this into a flow. As you exhale, take your hands down to the floor or blocks. Sink your hips back. And then lift your left toes as the leg is straight here. So getting a stretch of our hamstrings. Keep lifting your chest and bringing it forward. So as you inhale, lift your collarbones up. Exhale, extend them forward. And then you'll feel that stretch happening more in your outer glute. Now as you inhale, come forward, bend the left knee, reach your arms up. Take that internal rotation of the thighs. Squeeze the glutes. Exhale, hands down, sink it back. Inhale, coming up, bend the knee. Exhale, take it down. Good, 2 more. Inhale, reach up. Internally rotate the thighs, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, take the hands down, straighten the front leg. Pull your chest forward. Good, last one, inhale. Exhale, sink it down. And then come forward. Let's go into downward facing dog. Come out into a high plank. Squeeze your quadriceps, squeeze your glutes, and then come all the way down to your belly. And take a little rest. So stack your wrists, take your forehead down. One more breath here and rest. It feels so good just to rest. And then let's come into baby cobra. So stay low with your chest, just squeeze your shoulder blades together. Here we're going to get our back muscles into it. And then I want you to lift your right leg up. So point your toes to the back of the room. And then little pulses up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down. Reassess yourself and then lift your left leg up. Point the toes back. Keep in your baby cobra. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and then we'll do little pulses here. Really squeeze your left glute muscles for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down and rest. Take a big breath in through your nose and exhale it out through your mouth. One more. Inhale through your nose. Long exhale through the mouth. Bring your hands back. Lift yourself up into downward facing dog, however you want to get there. Breathe in. And then as you exhale, look forward. Step your right foot forward. Your left knee comes down. Coming into a lunge on this side, reach the arms up. Now think about the inner thighs. We're internally rotating the thighs. So there's like a scissor action happening. So you're nice and solid here in the legs. Draw your belly in. And maybe scoot your right foot forward more so you're getting this nice stretch of your hip flexor. But it's fully supported, right? Because you're internally rotating the thighs and you're squeezing the glutes. Breathe in. Now as you breathe out, take the hands down to the mat or blocks. Sink your hips back, straighten the right leg. Lift your toes and feel that stretch happening. Now if I'm rounded here in my torso, I'm not in the stretch as much. So I'm gonna lift my collarbones up as I inhale. And then as I exhale, I'm drawing forward with the collarbones and down. That increases the activity in my right outer hip, into my glutes. Try to keep your toes pointing straight up. Now we'll take this into a flow. As you inhale, come into the front foot, bend the knee, reach up, internally rotate the thighs, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, hands down, straighten the front legs, sink it back. Pull your collarbones forward. Inhale, come up. Internally rotate the thighs, squeeze the glutes, stretch your quad. Exhale, hands down, sink it back. Keep lengthening your spine. Inhale, come up. Squeeze the glutes. Exhale, take it down. Got one more here. Inhale, reach up, internally rotate the thighs, squeeze the glutes. You're supporting everything. Exhale, hands down, sink it back. Pull your chest forward. Beautiful. Breathe in. And breathe out. Come forward. Roll the back toes under. Lift the left knee. Take a big step forward and fold over your legs. Grab opposite elbows for ragdoll pose. Sorry, my earbuds keep falling out. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, reach up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Shake it out. So I just looked at the time and I didn't realize how far along we were. So we're gonna have to speed it up. All right, let's come into chair pose because, I mean, that's such a great pose to help strengthen our glutes and our quads, right? So you can do this one of two ways. Feet can be hips distance apart, especially if you have some lower back issues, or big toes touching, heels apart. That being said, if you have a block or a blanket or just a towel that you could roll up, I recommend taking your feet hips distance and taking the block between the thighs so that you can squeeze the block and push the block back behind you, right? And that creates that internal rotation of the thighs. Then squeeze your glutes and sink into your chair pose. Now the same thing can be accomplished without a block and your toes together. You're just internally rotating the thighs, squeeze the glutes, and sink. Right, but using the block gives you really something solid to press into. Now I want you to push your hips back as far as you can. So you're trying to get your knees over your ankles. So the body's gonna pitch forward, the torso will pitch forward some. So then your work continues to be lifting your heart while internally rotating the thighs and squeezing the glutes. Deepen your breath. Good, and then fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Come back into it. And now, lift your right heel up and bring your hands to your heart center because you might need your hands here. Now keep drawing the belly in, sinking the hips back. Lift your right knee and then place your right ankle on top of your left thigh. So you can stay here a little bit more upright with the torso. Actually, stay upright with the torso, but you're gonna bend your left knee. So I'm trying to keep my left knee over my left ankle, so I don't want it to come forward. I'm just gonna disintegrate here a little bit. I don't want my knee drawing forward to the toes. I wanna stay right as much as I can, knee over the ankle, and sink. So you get a nice stretch here. Breathe in. Exhale, keep your leg here. Take the hands down to the floor. And I've got one hand on my left calf, one hand down. Just feels good to stretch here. And then maybe, I don't know, you take the other hand away. Coming into this forward fold, left leg is straight, right knee is bent, ankle on the thigh. Whew. And then slowly make your way out of that into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Good, gotta go the other side now. So start in your chair pose. All right, finding that nice powerful chair pose. Internally rotate the thighs, squeeze the glutes. And then lift your left heel and find your balance. Then lift the knee, flex your left foot, place the left ankle on your right thigh. Hands can come down to your heart. So we're working here to keep our spine long, heart lifted as we bend the right knee and stretch into our left glute. Right, but we're now strengthening the opposite side. The more you can sit up, the bigger stretch you'll get. And then we'll into our modification, taking the hands down to the floor, straighten out your right leg, and come into a forward fold. Make sure you're still active in your left foot. Don't let that go. And then you can play around with your balance. So I got my right hand on my right calf. If I want to play a little bit more, I take my left hand to my right calf. And then just slowly come out of this, however you feel you can exit, and then come into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and then exhale, plant your hands, bring your knees down. Whew. Bring your feet out in front of you. Good work. So let's come into Paschimottanasana. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Then inhale, come all the way up. Pull your knees in and then take your feet over to the left side. Inhale, sit up nice and tall in your spine. And then as you exhale, twist to your left. Make sure you're sitting up nice and tall. One more breath here. Inhale, come forward, leaning back. Bring your feet to center. Sit up tall, and then over to the right side. So try to get your right sits bone planted a little bit. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. And then exhale, twist over to your right. Trying to keep the spine nice and lifted as we twist. Let's take 2 more breaths here. And then come forward. Whew. Legs out in front of you. Inhale, reach up. One more Paschimottanasana just to see if it's changed at all. So those twists help me a little bit. My right hip before felt a little bit more compressed in the first Paschimottanasana, and then after the twist, I feel I can go a little further before that twinge happens. Good. Sit up tall. Come onto your back. And take a full body stretch once you land, taking your arms overhead, heels go forward. Exhale, hug your right knee into your chest and twist. This is a nice pose for our glutes. Inhale, full body stretch. Exhale, hug our left knee in, twist to the right. Taking that into the outer left hip and lower back. Inhale, come to center. So feet on the floor, knees up, and then you'll just roll over to your left side. Support your head with your left hand, and then bend your right knee. Just grab your foot. So this left leg can be fully extended forward. I actually like mine bent a little bit, gives a little bit more stability. So I'm just stretching the quad one last time. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. That's going to give you more access. Just stretching out the quad. And then see how my knee kind of lifted up? I'm going to lower it down so it's more in line with my hip. And then deepens me into the stretch a little bit. Good. Take one more breath here. Good. Release your right foot. And then switch to the other side. So you just might roll on your back and then go to the other side. For me, I'm going to switch my position on the mat a little bit. So I'm supporting my head with my right hand. Bend the left knee. Grab that left foot with your left hand. And then maybe your bottom knee is bent or straight or somewhere in between. Just give you support. And then notice, see how my knee is just not in line with my hip. It's lifted. I want to lower it down so my knee is more in line with my hip. That's going to help me deepen the stretch of my quadricep muscle. Keep drawing your heel towards your tush. One more breath. And then slowly release your left foot. Come onto your back. Time for Shavasana. So just laying on your back. Let your feet flop out to the side. Arms are away from your body. Take up some space on your mat. Take up the space outside of your mat. Now bring your awareness back to your breath. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Bring your feet to the floor, knees up. And then roll to your side. Take still. Lift yourself up. And bring your hands together at your heart center. Sit up nice and tall. And now take your right hand over your heart, left hand over your right, and bow your head. And we'll seal our class together with a chant of 1 Om. Breathe in. Om. Thank you for sharing this practice with me today. Together we say, Namaste.